Let's have this. So far, any question on this one? We let u as 3x, the one inside. And then we take the derivative du is equal to 3dx. And then divide this. So du over 3 is equal to dx. Or we can rewrite into 1/3 du is equal to dx. So, which means we have the integral, but we're gonna have the integral of cosine
cotangent.
Cotangent, sorry, thank you. So cotangent, and then the one inside is the u, so cotangent u, and then the dx is defined as 1/3 du. Okay, so times 1/3 du. But we're gonna rewrite, or we're gonna be writing 1/3 in front. Okay, so we have 1/3 the integral of, but we know that cotangent is cosine over sine, right? We're gonna express this cotangent in cosine over, so cosine u over sine u, and then du. Okay, so in the u sub, we're gonna make use of, we have to make use of everything that we can cancel out. So let's have this first. If we take the top, which is cosine, if we take the top as cosine, we all know that the derivative of cosine is negative sine, but the bottom is also negative, so we cannot choose that cosine. Okay, but rather we can make use of the bottom as sine, because the derivative of sine is cosine, and then cosine cancels out. You get me, guys?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the first u, so we're gonna do the second u, 2u, meaning we do twice the differentiation, right? We have, so let 2u is equal to, or refers to the second derivative. Okay, second derivative of u, and that would be w. Sorry, this is 2u. Okay, so implies now we are taking the second derivative, which is w. So our w now, as I said a while ago, if you choose the top, which is cosine, nothing cancels out. But if we choose the bottom, which is sine, something cancels out. Okay, so we let w as sine u. Okay, and then we take the derivative, so which means this is dw is equal to, what is the derivative of sine? It's gonna be cosine, so cosine u. Okay, cosine u du. Okay, so we're gonna plug in now. So can I continue right here on this side? So we have 1/3. The integral of the top is cosine u, right? Over, we define the bottom sine as w, so we write w. You get me, guys? Times, what is du? Cosine u. Okay? But shall we rewrite this first? Continue. I'll just continue right here. dw over cosine u is equal to du. Okay. So the du now is this one. So we say times Can I make this as 1 over cosine? 1 over cosine u times dw is equal to du. Can I express this now into times 1 over cosine u and then dw, right? What you notice right here now, what cancels out?
Cosine.
The cosine cancels out. So cancel this out, cancel this out. So what is left is now 1/3 the integral of 1 over w and then dw. What you notice in that, guys, it is, what is 1 over w? It's just the same as the last time, 1 over x. It's gonna be natural logarithm, right? Okay, so take now the antiderivative. We have 1/3 and then ln w, okay, plus the constant. Question so far? So, but what is ln w? We have 1/3 ln. What is that?
Sine u.
Sine u, right? Sine u. First, we say sine u plus c. But what is u? What is u? 3x. Very good. So our final answer, can I just write the final answer at the bottom? So we have 1/3 ln sine, and the u you said a while ago is 3x because we let u as 3x. Okay, and then plus the constant. That is number 5. Okay. If you have questions, please let me know. Yes, Chris.
I have a question. Is that absolute value or is that a bracket next to the?
To be safe, we do absolute value. Okay. Are you okay, Manny?
Yeah.
No.
Nice.
Because it's hot in here.
He's actually sick right now.
You wanna have water?
Yeah, I have one.
It's a little hot in here, no, Mr. Yeah, Mr. It's a little hot.
Nah, it's quite chilly.
It's a little hot in here.
It's hot.
It's toasty. Yeah, just a little bit. It's a little bit.
You can open the door.
Go open the door, Mike. Appreciate it, Mike.
Actually, I turn off the heater. I turn off the heater.
There. Open the door.
Yeah, it's
Open
not
the door.
on.
Open the
The
door.
heater is not on. It's off.
Open the door.
But you can open the door.
Thank you.
Oh, what I did is
I guess the man like closing. Oh,
You can open it all the way if you want.
yeah, I feel like all the way is good. Good thing. Girl, why are you in a t-shirt today?
Okay, shall we move on to number 6 now?
Good stuff today, Mike. Very good. Save the day.
Are you guys done? Okay.
I hope so, bro. It's so hard. I need to feel it. I'm trying to feel it.
Okay. Yesterday's discussion, when to identify the u, something that is inside
Parentheses.
or inside the radical also. You said parentheses first, right? It could be inside parentheses or inside the radical. So what is inside the radical right there? The x plus 1 is the inside. So that would be our u. So we let this as u. x plus 1. Okay. But what you notice on the numerator? What you notice on the numerator?
X.
And does it have something to do with the u that we have?
Yes.
We can rewrite this u into, because our concern is to, what do you think is our concern? Cancel out as much as possible, right? So we can solve that in terms of u. And what is that one in terms of, I mean, not in terms of u, but in terms of x. Okay? What is this in terms of x? But before giving you in terms of x, can we write first the derivative of u, du, which is, what is x? It's gonna be dx, or 1 dx, right? So get me? So du equals dx. Now, as I said again, we have to make use of this one. We all know that u is defined as x plus 1. But can we solve this in terms of x? In terms of x, we can say u minus 1 is equal to x. So I want you to do this as a cloud. That what's the value of x? What's the value of x? U minus 1.
U minus 1.
U minus 1. Okay. Because we're gonna make use of this one. Okay. So we're gonna continue the integral of x over square root of x plus 1 dx can now be written as the integral of, what do you think? What is x defined?
U minus 1.
U minus 1, right? So x is defined right here as u minus 1. So we write u minus 1 over, what is x plus 1 defined?
U.
Defined as u. Therefore, it's going to be square root of u. Very good. So over square root of u. Okay? Question so far?
What is dx equal to u?
And that would be du, right? Du. Okay. Because dx is defined as du. Question so far, guys? Are you okay, Miha? Okay. So what's next right here? Numerator u minus 1. Can we now separate? Okay. We can rewrite this as the integral of u over square root of u minus 1 over square root of u du. Question so far? Okay, and what we do with this is square root. Can we express this as exponent to the power of
Half.
1/2? Okay, I'm just rewriting this into u over u to the power of 1/2 minus 1 over u to the power of 1/2. But this is still du. So far, question? And what we do with that u to the power of 1/2?
Move it up.
Say it loud.
Move it up.
We move this up. And what happens to the power? The power turns to negative. Okay? So, can I continue right here? So we say now the integral of u times u to the power of negative 1/2. Am I right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And then minus u to the power of negative 1/2. And then du. Before we do antiderivative, let us have this first. Understood that this u has a power of 1. Okay? So we say, simplifying further, we have 1 minus 1/2. What is 1 minus 1/2? 1/2, right? So therefore we say the integral of u to the power of 1/2 minus u to the power of negative 1/2, right? Clear, guys? So minus u to the power of negative 1/2. And this time we can now take the antiderivative. Okay? So power increases by 1. So which means, what is this now? Taking the antiderivative. What is 1/2 plus 1?
3/2.
3 halves, right? 3 halves, and then over 3 halves. But what we do, this 3 halves at the bottom, we're gonna
Reciprocal.
take the reciprocal. Okay? Take the reciprocal. So 3 halves into 2/3. Then u to the power of 3 halves. Am I right, guys? Are we good? This time we do mental math right away. We don't have to show a very complicated solution. Okay? A very elementary solution. You can do mental math. This is a college class. Okay? So what about this one? Negative 1/2 plus 1. It's just 1/2, right? So 1/2. So minus u to the 1/2. And then flip 1/2 into this becomes now 2. Are we good? Okay? And then what's next? We take the derivative. Is this indefinite or definite? What kind of integral is this? Definite, indefinite. Indefinite, because this has no limit. So there's no limit plus the constant. Then what to do with that u? Into where? Into what? X plus 1. So we now have our final answer as 2/3. 2/3 of x plus 1 to the power of 3 halves minus 2 times x plus 1 to the power of 1/2 plus c. Now, suppose this is a multiple choice test and the answer is not written this way, but one of the answers is written as square root. This one, particularly on this one. Okay? So which means you don't have to show it again, but just look into the options. Probably this is written as square root. So this one should be negative 2 square root of x plus 1. And how about this one? Probably this could be also written as 2/3 times square root of x plus 1 to the power of 3. Okay? You get me, guys? Okay. So, in the meantime, this might be our final answer, but if this is multiple choice question, if the choices are expressed in radical, you choose that one. Clear, guys? As I said, you don't have to simplify. You don't have to simplify, but if it is multiple choice, the answer is written in simplified form. You take that as a square root. Okay?
Square.
I know a lot are sick this time. Guys, please take care of yourself. Drink a lot of water and also lemon juice. Okay?
It's lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
What does
Lemon
lemon
juice?
juice help us out?
Yeah.
How?
It's vitamin C.
I think
Or
you meant
orange.
orange juice.
Oranges.
Orange juice. There's also lemon. Lemon juice is common in the Philippines because we have lemon, we have calamansi juice, etc. Okay?
About twisted tea. Twisted tea.
Okay.
It's lemon.
Shall we move this up now? Everybody has a copy already?
We're at 7.
So we are at 7. So, can you try first? Remember, I'd like you to have this idea on inverse trig derivatives. Problem number 7 has something to do with this trig inverse. Okay? Why? Why do you think? What is this? But can you express this into u?
Yeah.
Okay? So try first number 7 on your own. So what must be our u?
1 minus 4 squared.
Sure. As I said, you're gonna have to.
Oh, sine.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Can we rewrite this first? Can we rewrite into the integral of 1 over square root of 1 minus so what must be the inside if we rewrite? Huh? For x? Say it. 2x. Very good. 2x. Did you get me? So therefore, our u is, what is our u now?
2x.
2x is our u. We make use of, what is that? Sine, right? We make use of sine inverse. Okay. Before we continue, any question?
A lot of questions.
In that case, so we now let u as, what is our u, Danny? What is u, Danny? U is 2x. Therefore, du is equal to 2 dx. Am I right? Therefore, dx is 1/2 du. Okay? 1/2 du.
Basically, you gotta use sine over here later. Since it's 4 squared, basically take out the square. You take square.
Okay.
So
We're
that's
gonna
what
rewrite now into the integral
How? He just
of 1
he's just doing it
over
right now.
square root of 1. So square root of 1 minus our u, right? U square times 1/2 du. 1/2 du.
Are you coming? Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey, is it girl naked? No, she's wearing all less.
What we do with that 1/2? Mike? What we do with this 1/2, Mike? Write that
On the left side.
on the left side. Okay. So this becomes now
Cool, baby.
1/2,
Like, hell yeah.
and then the integral of square root of 1 minus u square. You get me? 1 minus u square. Du. So what is this now? What is this? What is the antiderivative? The inverse. What is that? What is that? 1 over square root of 1 minus u square or x square. It's gonna be sine inverse, right? So, what is our final answer?
1 over sine.
We have 1 over 2 sine inverse of u plus constant.
Oh,
Dumbass.
But is this our final answer? Not yet. What to do? Write down the u. What is u? Define. Define as 2x. Okay, final answer. 1/2 sine inverse of 2x
Get the 2x and the 2
plus the constant.
no. That's only defined by power reward.
This is the final answer.
Then it will work. That's
Okay.
inside.
Yes. Where did we get 2x?
No, he just asked the same question as me.
Okay. The
Yeah,
2x
never
is
mind.
coming
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
because we're gonna make use of the inverse from 4x squared. That 4x squared can be written as 2x to the power of
2.
2. Because if we multiply, 2 times 2 is 4. And then x to the power of 2. We are just expressing it that way to make use of the inverse trig function. The inverse trig of sine. Okay? Clear now? If this one is 9x squared, if this is square root of 1 minus 9x squared, you can rewrite this as 1 minus 3x and then square. For us to have, are you clarified now?
2 bucks for the range.
Yes? See? Okay.
The one where it's like 3 bucket a day. Yeah, it's like that in the game. At least crack and shoulder. I'm locked right now. I'm just period. How lucky you should be getting a girlfriend and my driver though, I need to go for my driver though. This one's for my irons. I'm fucking. Me and Mike only hit like 450 right now, bro. We should be at like 500 right now. That golf is different. It's kind of like the harder you swing, I swear it doesn't go that far. I know. You swing soft, that shit's going 160. I feel like it's because I have a baseball swing. So like easier to hit the ball. Oh, true. It's way different. I went one day.
Okay, next. We do 8 and 9 on definite integrals and u substitution. Now, guys, I need you to listen carefully because you might be tempted of using this limit from 0 to 2, but that is not the correct limit. Okay? This one also from 0 to pi over 2. That is not the correct one. And I need you to pay attention how to do this. Okay? So, again, we're gonna let u as what is our u? 3t cubed plus 1. That's our u, right? Okay. So,
How's your buddy? He's pretty damn good. I'm a decent buddy.
the u is t to the power of 3 plus 1. And we take the limit.
They're in a different league.
If the limit is 0, if we plug in 0 right here, again, what is u? If we plug in 0, it's gonna be 1. That means the lower limit is 1. You get me? So, we plug in 0. So that means 0 to the power of 3 plus 1. So, it's going to be 1. Next, if we plug in the upper limit as 2, that means 2 to the power of 3 plus 1. What is the upper limit now? 9. So this changes now the limit from 0 to 2 into 1 to 9. 1 until 9. Is this clear? That's why I said pay attention.
Sure.
So that is now the limit. So, we say the integral. But let us take the derivative of u. What is the derivative of u? du is equal to 3x squared. Okay, so 3x squared dx, or not d but dt, right? dt.
When is baseball season start? March? 2 weeks?
Okay, so
That's that.
this is not x but t, because this is in terms of t.
We got time for track. Yeah,
So t square and then dt. So what is dt now? dt is equal to du over 3t squared. Okay?
You got him again? Yeah, I think so.
So how we write now?
Have y'all beat him?
Can we rewrite this first into 1 over 3t squared du is equal to dt? Okay, so what we do now? Are we going to copy this limit from 0 to 2? The new limit now, which is from 1 to 9. So we say now the integral from 1 to 9, and you have t squared, and what is our u? The square root, right? But can we express? So we have square root of u, and then we have
What did they win the chip last year? They lost the belt like this. We might be a belt.
okay. But can we express this
Did Bill go on to win it? Yeah.
into what? Can we express this as exponential? What is the exponential form of square root of u? 1/2. Okay? So we now say the integral from 1 to 9, and we have t squared times u to the power of
They're slow.
1/2
You gotta get to them.
du.
Where's the
But what is du? This is not du yet. It's dt. Okay? Sorry for that. This is dt. dt. But what is dt? 1 over 3t squared. So we say the integral from 1 to 9
Get you a gut.
t squared times, you have u square, or u to the 1/2, times 1 over
Luck.
3t squared du. So far, so good? Please feel free to ask questions.
People are gonna fuck with it.
And we have the limit from 1 to 9, right? So what to do now? Any noticing?
Cancel out.
What cancels out? The t square cancels out, right? The t square cancels out. This is cancelled. And what is left? 1/3, right? So what to do with that 1/3?
We could have scored.
Put that at the front. Can I continue here? So we say now 1/3, the integral from 1 to 9, and then we have u to the power of 1/2 du, right? So u to the power of 1/2 du. Then take now the antiderivative. Okay, I need you to continue by yourself. Take the antiderivative now.
4th and 1. I literally drove down the field by myself. 50 yards I had on that drive. And then 4th and 1, he's like, let's kick it. Alright. Misses the kick.
So that means 1/2 plus 1. What is 1/2 plus 1?
That's what we want to play.
3 halves. And then over 3 halves. But what to do with the 3 halves at the bottom? Okay, take the reciprocal. That means the 3 halves becomes 2 over 3. Okay, can you do that now? And anybody wants to continue? Right there on screen.
You just go there.
Alex? No? So we say now we take the antiderivative. We have 1/2. 1/3 rather. Sorry for that. And then u to the power of 3/2, right? And then over 3/2. But what we do with that 3/2? Take the reciprocal. So this means 2/3. And then the limit is, what is the limit? Evaluated from 1 to 9.
They were hitting.
And then there you go, the upper limit minus the lower limit. Plug in this, but before you plug in,
Okay.
what to do?
Almost gave him
Change u to t squared.
Okay. So do it now.
They were just, I mean, good for them. So what's the exam? What was it? Check Gmail. That miserable.
So this means 1/3,
We're up by 6.
the integral of 2/3,
7. And they have to go.
u is 9
in like
to
2
the
minutes.
power of
And
3/2,
the first play they had,
right? That's the upper limit.
Tip the ball.
Chris?
Tip the ball.
And then minus the lower limit, 2/3. What is the lower limit?
They kept running.
1. So 1 to the power of
They had
3/2.
no fucking. Besides
And
that,
then
other
continue.
DNs are slow.
Mr. Roy, I don't know this. I don't have calculator. Now I'll teach you how without calculator. Express this 9 in exponential base
DNs were slow, so
3.
they would just run to the
Okay?
opposite limit.
So this means 1/3, and then 2/3, and then 3 square, 3/2. What cancels out here? The 2 cancels out. What else? The 3 cancels out. What is left?
The 2.
Dos.
Oh, to the
I was
power
lucky
of
crazy. I couldn't remember that.
Damn, sir.
Woo! I like that. Okay, can you continue? Woo! What is this? 1 square root of 1 to the power of 3 is just 1. Or basically 2/3. So can you do now your math? That's basic math already. Do it.
My mind is exploding. Let's try space. He's been to the freaking no, Bobby, don't ask me.
What is 3 to the power of 3?
8.
Oh,
What?
27 divided by 3.
Oh, 3 to the power. Wait, whoa. Sorry.
Now you get it.
Wait, what
Okay?
did he asking?
Cancel this first. So 3 to the power of 3.
Where did A come from?
No,
3 to the power of 3
no,
is?
the 3's cancel out, mister.
Huh?
The 3's cancel out.
2 to the power 3.
The 2 cancels out.
The 3.
Right here?
No, on the bottom.
At the bottom?
You just
2
said
over
it
3
canceled.
times 3.
No, I was just tricking you.
No,
Because you still have 3 to the power
3 to the
of
power 3. You're
3.
right, you're right.
That's why I said 27. You said
Yeah.
27, right? What is 27 divided by 3? 9.
9.
So, what is 9 times 2?
18.
Okay, can you do that now? Continue. And who can give me the final answer?
You're just joking.
I thought you was actually for real. I thought you could do that.
I know it too.
I was like, God damn, where do we learn this? Cancel out everything just to get 2 and 3.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Wait, so what cancels the 2 at the bottom?
I mean, yeah, there's the 2's, the 3 squared, the 2 right there, and then the.
Is it almost time?
Yes.
1 minute. Okay. So guys, did I give you the corrective assignment for this one?
gave us everything.
And also the mastery check. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna discuss the next topic, 6.10. Okay, thank you guys.
I don't make people